Hey guys, it's me, Lena B, and today we're going to be doing a sew-in on my model and client who has alopecia. First, we're going to start by using a jet black rinse. That way we're just going to cover up any spots that may be missing hair. We're going to kind of use the dark black rinse to camouflage those areas. So here, I'm just applying the rinse to the hair, not so much the hair. I'm really trying to get it on the scalp to tint her scalp. So I'm just going to do that along the perimeter area because we're going to actually be doing the sew-in on only the top. So this is considered a partial sew-in. Again, tinting the scalp in any of the areas that may be a little sparse with hair. We're kind of giving a camouflage and the illusion that there's more hair there than there actually is. I wanted to bring you guys this type of video to show alopecia clients or people that may be dealing with alopecia that they do have different options by just thinking outside of the box. Right here, we've already rinsed out the dye, or the rinse is not a dye, it's just a temporary rinse. We've already rinsed it out, and you can see that the scalp is tinted with that jet black. And I do apologize that the video was recorded in a time lapse, so it is pretty much at a fast pace, so you really have to pay attention. Right here, if you do want to see the detailing of how I cut just straight out from the head at a 90-degree angle, you can always refer back to my previous video, and that one is titled A Quick Weave on Alopecia Client. I'm doing the same exact steps here that I did in that video. Right here, you do see me placing the iaso drops that I also talked about in my previous video about alopecia, and I'm massaging it into her scalp. That's going to stimulate any growth that may be trying to occur. The Nairobi, again, is my setting lotion of choice. Here I'm using the setting lotion as well as the foaming lotion, and you can catch all of these products below. Again, guys, I do apologize. The video was recorded in a time lapse and I was completely unaware, so everything is pretty much sped up here. So what I'm gonna do is just talk you guys through as much as I can, but I'm gonna let you just actually watch and let it be more of a visual video. That way we're not losing anyone in the steps. Pretty much the bottom of the hair, we put on a black rinse. We laid it down with the Nairobi setting lotion, put the Senex strips, and we're gonna add braiding hair to the top here. We're gonna just braid around in a complete circle and sew down any loose ends that may be left. And then we're gonna use a braiding cap to put on top of this, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Right here, guys, this is the braiding cap. This is my first time trying this process. Again, I just want to give alopecia clients all the options that I could come up with. So with her, she's a model and she's so brave. So I always applaud her for allowing me to use her for the YouTube videos. And this is a braiding cap. Since she doesn't have much density or a full hairline, the braiding cap is going to give us the additional braids to sew on and to take the tension directly off of her hair. And again, it'll move pretty quickly, so you just have to pay close attention. And on this part, I'm just gonna also let you guys just watch. Okay guys, right here when I start sewing the extensions, I'm going to take that first track and go completely around the perimeter of that braiding cap, making sure that that first track that I take around is laying flat in that parting section. That way if the wind blows, you'll never know or see it. And right here, we're just going to continue to sew the tracks around in a circle. As you guys can see, the cap did bubble up just a little bit in the back, but it wasn't that bad. And once we continued stitching, I did get it to lay completely flat. And I just went around in a circle and made a complete circle all the way up to the middle section until we formed a little tiny hole, and we also sewed around in a circle on that portion and laid it down to camouflage. Right here, we added in a few pops of color. Again, my client, she loves experimenting with color and different styles, which is why I love to use her for these videos. So we added a pop of the red because it's fall, so we just wanted to liven it up a little bit. Instead of going around in a circle, I did go back and forth with this track, I believe 2 times here in the front, and we took it around in a circle once, and then that was all of the red that we used for this. The hair that we're using today is Milky Way, and it can just be found at your local beauty supply store. So right here, we are getting very close to closing the top of her sew-in completely in. And you will notice that as I get closer to the top of the circle, that I will start to go directly through the weft in order to allow these tracks to be exactly where I'd like them to lay. When you're going around in the circle, you want to be pretty precise so that the hair lays flat at the top. So again, you'll notice as we get closer to the top, I'll go directly through the weft instead of around it. And also remember, in this section, the braiding cap is allowing me not to add any tension directly to her hair because I'm going only through the braids on the braiding cap. So this is really great for hair loss or thinning on individuals who want to continue to wear sew-ins without the stress. This cap was really great for that. Okay, right here we do have the hair all sewn in, and we're going to start to shape it, frame it, and trim it up into the style that we're going for. We're going to kind of give it a bowl type shape with the cut. However, we're going to curl the hair really tightly and give it like a pin curl type of look. We're really just freestyling is what I'm doing with this cut in this style. On my previous video, I did get a lot of comments about her heavy bang over her eye, which she actually absolutely loves. So today we just decided to lighten it up a little bit and show a little bit more of her face. But I'm sure on the next style we'll have something with a heavy bang or an eye covered, but you just never know. And again, guys, I do apologize that the video is moving really quickly. Again, disclaimer, it is recorded in a time lapse, so it's moving faster than normal. However, you can still see the detail of the cut. And again, a really good cut doesn't need to be curled in order to show the style, which you can still see here before we curl it. I actually like the style as it is right here, but we're still going to curl her up and give her a little bit more jazz and style. I believe your hair should kind of speak even though you're not talking. On this part, I did put Nairobi setting lotion on the hair because there were a lot of flyaways with this hair and it was a little untamed. So I did apply setting lotion and place her under the dryer for just a few moments. We were going to use rollers, but that didn't work out. So we decided just to set her and go ahead and use the curler. So those products that I used, of course, it was the grapeseed oil that I absolutely loved. The Care is the spritz that I use, and the oil spray that I use is the Chi oil sheen. So in the back, guys, I'm just taking this 1/2 inch kiss iron and curling it as tight as I can with that flat iron. And then in the front, I'm using a 1-inch barrel curler and rolling the hair toward the front. And then I'm just putting a crease in those big curls with my 1/2 inch iron. So I take the 1/2 inch at the top of the curl and put a crease in it just to make it a little tighter and give it a pin curl effect.